First at 6, we are more than 2 weeks past Election Day, but efforts are still underway to make your vote uncounted. The lawsuit from Arizona's Republican Party that would have stopped Maricopa County from certifying the results was dismissed earlier today, with 2 other counties refusing to complete what is normally a routine step in the election process.
And Arizona Senate President Karen Fann is asking voters to reach out and report voting issues they've seen firsthand. So far, despite numerous claims and conspiracies, no proof nor evidence of irregularities or fraud in Arizona's election. And nobody has been saying that more than the state's top election official, Secretary of State Katie Hobbs. Her outspoken dispute of any claims of fraud as baseless, making her a target for death threats and harassing phone calls. Earlier this week, armed protesters even showed up outside her house.
And tonight she opens up to ABC 15's NICOLE VALDES about the threats against her and what she's willing to do to make sure Arizona's votes are certified in time.
To call it a whirlwind of a week might still be an understatement.
First of all, I just want to ask how you're feeling today.
I'm okay. You know, this is always something that shakes you a little bit, but we're safe and thankful for that.
Secretary of State Katie Hobbs admits criticism of the election and her office has taken quite the turn. Death threats online.
I think it said something to the effect of, let's burn down her house, kill her and her family, and teach these fraudsters a lesson.
And protests outside her home Tuesday night.
We want an audit.
I certainly didn't think it would rise to that level. In America, we have free and fair elections, and part of our democracy is accepting those election results.
Arizona congressional Republicans Andy Biggs, Paul Gosar, Debbie Lesko, as well as state lawmaker Kelly Townsend and GOP chairwoman Kelly Ward are just some.
Violence is never a solution. Death threats are never a solution. So I don't know who you're trying to tie to that, but it's not the Republican Party of Arizona.
But Hobbs pointing to one whose silence on the issue she calls deafening.
Just because his elected office isn't directly involved in elections doesn't mean that he can't vouch for the integrity of the system.
Governor Doug Ducey condemned threats aimed at the secretary Wednesday, but refused to refute claims of fraud, despite no evidence, anomalies, or errors in Arizona.
Their refusal to accept this election is really, it's harming our democracy.
Meanwhile, Hobbs and her family taking the blows.
My husband is a therapist at Phoenix Children's Hospital. Their risk management department had to get involved. I think he said that there were 200 some threatening phone calls made to that institution yesterday.
But despite the threats and personal attacks, Hobbs says she's looking ahead, watching closely as counties vote to certify their election results. But already, at least 2 of Arizona's 15 counties unable to greenlight that final step.
That's never happened before. But our office is prepared to take legal action if counties don't certify by the deadline.
Those counties, Mojave and Pima County, and in both cases, members of the Board of Supervisors were split with only a few days until the deadline. In Phoenix tonight, NICOLE VALDES, ABC 15, Arizona.
Now